folks, check it out. Today we are talking about the artillery from Muyi, or Naisi. I just kind of dove right in. I didn't even say like, hey, how you doing? But give it a listen. All right. So this is kind of the follow-up to the Musketeer, which is a fidget that you're able to push up, push down, push up, push down. This one adds a kind of spring-loaded feature along with this tuning fork, Gatling, what would you call that? And it's nice, although the tuning fork is pretty inconsistent. Sometimes I get a really, you hear that? Sometimes I get a really consistent or a long ping out of it, and other times not so much. So this thing has a couple different variations. I know you can see that there's a lot going on here. You've got 2 screws on this side with magnets underneath here. 2 screws, magnets, 2 screws. Obviously you can take that off. That will allow this middle piece to come out. Then you're looking at the spring inside. And obviously that's just the button there for the release. Then you have a space here that would allow you to attach the bead attachment. So this one was advertised with the shaker bead, which is like you spin it and it's 2 halves. I'll put a picture. So that's the artillery. Boy, I hope I didn't say musketeer at the beginning, because I realized that I just said artillery, I think, for the first time. This is the artillery, and the shake bead comes with it. And that's just like this double-side magnetic thing, so when it stops, it kind of vibrates or rocks back and forth. And I gotta say, and this is ridiculous because I'm doing this review back-to-back with the YOLO No Fire and the YOLO mechanical dual mind mechanical. All 3 of these kind of have the same issue, which is it's just not comfortable to hold. So the YOLO No Fire requires this acrylic handle to be comfortable enough to operate it, right? And this one kind of suffers from the same thing, where the button is all the way down here. Now on the Muyi, the Musketeer, it's a little more comfortable because you can operate this button like that, and it doesn't take your thumb down too far. But once you press that in, and your hand is positioned all the way up there, to go down to here to press, I mean, you can see how kind of uncomfortable it is. So it is like a push up, press down, reposition, push up, press down, reposition, unless you have that bead, and it adds just that little bit of length. That's all you need, is like 1.5 inches, and you'd be able to hold this and do it all. Of course, the spring is almost too intense to pull it all the way down with your thumb alone. So you kind of have to go from the top and press. But so I think this really does require the shaker bead attachment. What I'd love to see in like maybe a future, artillery 2.0 version would be some way that this button was incorporated into this piece here so that you could press it and maybe the outside of that button went up like a U shaped there. So you press the middle and the rest of the button shoots up with that. But then when you press it down, it's still in this position. That would be comfortable. Press it down, press it down, press. Some sort of bug. There was a bug. I can't tell if I got him. We'll see when he flies by again. Yeah, so position-wise, just a little uncomfortable. There are a couple different things it looks like you can do with this, and we're going to open the box here and see what came with it. You've got extra magnets, little hex thing, and then what appears to be a little conical spring, but no extra balls. So I'm going to guess that that little spring is the little spring for this button, and then the rest is about your magnet placement. I'm going to guess that you could probably set this up so that all the magnets are facing all the same direction, or maybe they're facing away, or maybe they're alternated, similar to kind of what some of the buckyball fidgets have done recently. So this thing looks a bit too intense for me to take all the way apart, but it's pretty clear anyway from looking at it and knowing the Musketeer fidget, kind of what's in store inside. So interesting, but ultimately, unless you're going to attach a shaker bead or one of the other spinning beads or something like that, I would say don't get this by itself. It's just a little awkward all alone. So there you go, folks. That is the artillery from Muyi.